So this is to prove that Prophet ﷺ, he is the true prophet. Why? Because if he was not an actual prophet, he would not even let these things linger for so long. He could have just, if let's say if the Quran was not coming from Prophet himself, he's just making things up. He would not even let these things just get away like that. But the whole month went by, no verse came down about this incident. So that proved that Prophet, he's not he everything that has been revealed to him comes straight from Allah. Otherwise, he could just fix his problem. He would not go a whole month, with the pain, with the sadness, with all this anxiety, and let his family be humiliated like that by other people and not doing something about it. So that proved that he is the actual prophet. And another thing we learn about this is that prophet, he didn't know the ghaib, meaning he didn't know the unseen knowledge. He did not know the unseen knowledge, because if he would know the unseen knowledge, he wouldn't know exactly who. I mean, who he would know that the one who spread this lie is lying, but he has to wait for Quranic verses to clear Aisha's name, to know exactly that these people are lying, are slandering. So that is also another proof that Prophet ﷺ, he does not know the hidden knowledge, the unseen knowledge, unless Allah want him to know. You see, there's some unseen knowledge that Prophet knows. Those are Allah allow him to know. But any unseen knowledge that Allah did not allow him to know, he does not know those. That's just the bottom line. Allahu Akbar. So these are the few things we learn from the story of the slander of Aisha. So inshallah, we're just going to go over the first few ayah of Surah Nur. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but the thing that is related to the story, to the incident that we just mentioned, we're going to go over those verses. But we're going to start from the beginning, and then the 10 verses that came down on behalf of Aisha radiallahu anha, inshallah, we're going to go over those quickly. We're not going to give a lot of details about about the Quranic verses, because obviously, in order to do that requires tafsir of the entire ayah, because we don't have much time for that. So we're just gonna pretty much translate the verses, so that way you can make a connection between the incident of the slander and the Quranic verses, inshallah. So in Surah An-Nur, which is the 24th surah of the Quran, Allah said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the all merciful. And Allah says, Suratun anzalnaha wa faradnaha wa anzalna fiha ayatin bayyinatin la'allakum tazakkarun. Allah said, this is when you look at the translation, they will say this is a chapter. So they said Suratun, this is a chapter. And I don't think that's a good translation, because surah and chapters are different. Because when he says surah comes from like the wall. In Arabic, when he says surah, it's like a wall. But what kind of wall? Because every surah that Allah revealed, it is like he dropped the wall first, and then the ayah that's going to be said in the surah, those ayah are protected by the surah itself, by the wall. It's like an image that Allah is giving us, meaning surah is like a fortress. It's like a huge wall that is unpenetrable, meaning no one can climb up, no one could climb on top of it, no one can go underneath, no one can break it. That's the literal meaning of surah. So every time you heard surah in Quran, meaning it's like a wall, a protection that no one could do anything to change the ayah inside that surah, because the surah is a protection. So with that image, so surah cannot be a chapter, even though many people translate it as a chapter, but it's not. All right. So Allah says suratun. This is a surah, meaning a wall. Anzalnaha wa faradnaha. This is a wall, meaning it's the Quranic verses that we brought it down. We have revealed and made it obligatory. Wa anzalna fiha ayatin bayyinatin la'allakum tazakkarun, and in which we have revealed clear communication that you may be mindful. الزانية والزاني الزانية والزاني فاجلدوا كل واحد منهما 100 جلدة ولا تأخذكم بهما رأفة في دين الله إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر وليشهد عذابهما طائفة من المؤمنين. Allah said, as for the fornicatress, meaning the woman who fornicate, and the fornicator, meaning the man who fornicate, meaning the woman who commits zina and the man who commits zina, flog each of them, meaning giving 100 stripes, meaning you have to stripe them, you have to flog them 100 times, and let not pity for them detain you in a matter of the obedience to Allah. Meaning, the time you're giving them this punishment, don't you feel sorry for them? No. Don't you feel like, oh no, the fact that, oh, I feel bad about them, the punishment, so you refuse to punish them. Allah said, no, there's no feeling sorry for them. Carry that punishment, 100 lashes. Allahu Akbar. So then, if you believe in Allah and last day, so you have to carry this punishment if you truly believe in Allah and the last day. And let a party of the believers witness their punishment. Meaning these people, the zani, those who commit zina, the men and female, let them be punished in public. That's what many scholars said. Let them be punished in front of believers and be humiliated, and then and then that's the punishment. And then just to give a quick glimpse about this ayah, there was a woman. She was married. This ayah is referring to that quickly. So there was a woman who she was married, and she committed zina with this young man. The young man was not married. Then when they got caught, the woman's husband contacted the young man's father that his son commit zina with his wife. So the son, the young man, his father, compensate this man with 100 sheep. Allahu Akbar. And then when the matters came to the Prophet ﷺ, and Prophet said to the man, Wallahi, I swear to Allah, I'm going to judge between you two. So as for your son, he commit zina, but he is not married. So that means he's going to be flogged 100 times, stripes. He's going to be flogged 100 stripes. But as for the woman who is married, and I'm going to send someone, a Sahabi, to ask her if she deny it, then we let it be. But if she confirmed that yes, she commits zina, then she get capital punishment. So when Sahabi went to her, and she absolutely, she confirmed that yes, she committed zina with this young man, and she was stoned to death. Absolutely, she was stoned to death by this Sahabi under the Prophet ﷺ command. So, and Prophet said to the man, "You're going to take back your sheep. Your son's going to get flogged 100 stripes, and then he's going to be kicked out of the tribe and spend 1 year in exile." Allahu Akbar. That was the punishment for that. So now Allah said, الزانية والزاني فاجلدوا كل واحد منهما 100 جلدة ولا تأخذ بهما رأفة في دين الله إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر وليشهد عذابهما طائفة من المؤمنين. We just explained that. So that's the explanation for that. Now the next ayah, Allah said, الزاني لا ينكح إلا الزانية أو مشركة والزانية لا ينكحها إلا زان أو مشرك وحرم ذلك على المؤمنين. Allah said, the fornicator shall not marry any but a fornicatress, meaning a fornicator, meaning a man who commits zina, shall not marry anyone but a female who commits zina, or an idolater, or an idolatress. And as for the fornicatress, none shall marry her but a fornicator or idolater. And it is forbidden to the believers. Meaning, if you're a mu'min, if you're a believer, you shouldn't be marrying someone who commits zina. Someone who is prostitute, that is haram for someone who is chaste. Someone who is mu'min, they don't do zina. It is haram for you to marry someone who do zina. Let them marry one another. That's what Allah said in the same surah. It said, the filthy are for the filthy, and the pure are for the filthy. And the pure are for the pure. Allah Akbar. Then Allah continued. Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ يَرْمُونَ الْمُحْسَنَاتِ ثُمَّ لَمْ يَأْتُوا بِأَرْبَعَةِ شُهَدَاءَ فَاجْلِدُوهُمْ 80 جَلْدَةً وَلَا تَقْبَلُوا لَهُمْ شَهَادَةً أَبَدًا وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. And Allah said, and those who accuse free women, those who accuse chaste women, then do not bring 4 witnesses. Like what they do to Aisha, they slander her and they did not bring 4 witnesses. So those who accuse women, dignified women, and they didn't bring 4 witnesses, Allah said, flog them, giving each of them 80 stripes. That's exactly the punishment that were done to these 3 Sahabis. These 3 Sahabis who spread the rumors against Aisha radiallahu anha. Hassan bin Sabit, Mistah bin Husasa, and Hamna bin Tujash. So each of them got this 80 lashes. And then Allah said, وَلَا تَقْبَلُوا لَهُمْ شَهَادَةً أَبَدًا وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. And these people, after they get their 80 stripes, and do not admit any evidence from them ever. And these people are the transgressor. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ تَابُوا مِنْ بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ وَأَصْلَحُوا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Except those who repent after this and act right, for surely Allah is forgiving and merciful. Meaning, after they got flogged 80 times, then you shouldn't be taking any of their testimony, ever. Unless they repent and they become good people after that, then the testimony could be taken, according to many scholars. And وَالَّذِينَ يَرْمُونَ أَزْوَاجَهُمْ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُمْ شُهَدَاء إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ فَشَهَادَةُ أَحَدِهِمْ أَرْبَعُ شَهَادَاتٍ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّهُ لَمِنَ الصَّادِقِينَ. And as for those who accuse their wives and have no witnesses except themselves, the evidence of one of these should be taken 4 times, bearing Allah to witness that He is more surely of the truthful ones. This simply means so Allah just gave the ruling: if you see someone committing zina, you must bring 4 witnesses. But as a matter of fact, when a man and woman, meaning the husband and wife, when the husband finds his wife committing zina, does he need 4 witnesses? And that's what Allah is referring to here. Because one man, one time, some say his name is Hilal. He was one of those that stayed back in Tabuk, in the Ghazwa to Tabuk. He didn't go to the bar of Tabuk. He was one of them. So this man, Hilal, when he came one time, he came at night and found his wife with another man. They're committing zina. They're fornicating. And he didn't say anything. He waited till the morning and went to the Prophet ﷺ and explained this to the Prophet. The Prophet was so angry at him. The Prophet said, "Do you have 4 witnesses? If you don't bring 4 witnesses, we're gonna flog you 80 lashes, 80 stripes." And the man said, "Oh, Ya Rasulullah, how can I bring 4 witnesses? I've seen him. I've seen these 2 people committing zina with my own eyes, and I've heard them with my own ears. And I'm not lying." Prophet said, 4 witnesses or you get flogged. Then Allah revealed this ayah. Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ يَرْمُونَ أَزْوَاجَهُمْ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُمْ شُهَدَاء إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ فَشَهَادَةُ أَحَدِهِمْ أَرْبَعُ شَهَادَاتٍ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّهُ لَمِنَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Those who accuse their wife of zina and they don't have 4 witnesses, so their 4 witnesses would be their own word, meaning their own word would be 4 witnesses for them. And then they would come and said 4 times, "Oh yeah, I saw my wife committing zina. I saw my wife committing zina. I saw my wife committing zina 4 times. And the 5th time, Allah said, وَالْخَامِسَةِ أن لعنة الله عليه إن كان من الكاذبين. And the 5th time he's going to swear, because he's going to swear 4 times that he saw his wife committing zina. And the 5th time he would say, if what I just said 4 times, if those are not true, may Allah curse me. So he would make a la'ana. It's called li'ana. And then ويدرأ عنها العذاب أن تشهد 4 شهادات بالله إنه لمن الكاذبين. But as for the woman, she also will come and said, oh, what my husband is saying is not true. I did not commit zina. She would swear 4 times also. In the 5th time, she would say, if what he said is true, may Allah punishment, may Allah the wrath befall on me. So she would say that, Allahu Akbar, because this incident happened. So when the man came to tell Prophet ﷺ that he saw this woman committing zina with another man, and so Allah revealed the surah. So Prophet ﷺ called the wife, and he told her, okay, your husband said he saw you with another man, you're committing zina. So he's going to swear 4 times, and the 5th time he's going to make a li'ana, meaning he's going to curse. He's going to say that Allah's curse would be upon him if he's telling the lie. But as for you, you're going to swear 4 times also. And the 5th time, you're going to say, if he's saying is true, may Allah wrath be upon you. So when she come to the 5th time, she hesitated. And she said, Wallahi, I'm not going to put my tribes into a shame like that. Even though everyone knew exactly that she was guilty. But she took the charge, and she took the 5th one and said, he is lying. If he's telling the truth, may Allah wrath be upon me. Allahu Akbar. So Prophet did not punish her because the ayah came down that she already, took the charge. Not that she admitted, but she denied it by, cursing herself. Allahu Akbar. And Prophet said that, and they found out the woman was pregnant. And the Prophet said, if she gave birth to the baby and the baby hair became curly, and her feet and her legs became thick leg, and that means she committed fornication, because the baby would come from the men who commit zina with her. But as if she did not commit zina, or the baby the baby came, I mean, the baby was born, and he had a red hair, and he got like a skinny legs. So that means the baby belongs to the husband. So when the baby was born, the baby became curly, Allahu Akbar, and the thick legs. So they all knew, the baby is a baby of the zina. And this baby grew up, and at some point, I think he became, if I'm not mistaken, I think he became one of the governor in Egypt at some point. Anyway, so let's move on. Well, so Allah said, so she would push away, she would avert the chastisement from her if she testified 4 times, bearing Allah to witness that he is most surely one of the liars. So this is the 5th that she would swear that the man is lying. So والخامسة أن غضب الله عليها إن كان من الصادقين. And the 5th one would be that Allah wrath would be upon her if the man is lying and she is the truthful. If the man is truthful, if the man is telling the truth, then may Allah wrath be upon her. Allahu Akbar. So Allah said, Inna allazina ja'u bil ifqi. Now the ayah is starting about Aisha now. Allah said, Inna allazina ja'u bil ifq usbatun minkum la tahsabuhu sharran lakum bal huwa khayrun lakum likulli imri'in minhum maktasaba min al-ithmi wallazi tawalla kibarahu minhum lahu azabun azim. Allah says, surely they who concocted, meaning who lie, who tells the lie, are a party, meaning are a group among you. Do not regard this whole incident as an evil to you. Nay, but no, this is not an evil, but it is a good for you, meaning the family of Abu Bakr. Aisha, don't think this is a bad thing for you, even though you're going through a tough time, but Allah is going to come, a lot of good stuff is going to come out of this. Allahu Akbar. every man of them shall have what he has earned of sin. And as for him who took upon himself the main part of thereof, meaning the one who started the rumors, Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, guess what Allah is going to say about him? Allah said, for him who took upon himself the main part, meaning who took the charge of this slandering, he shall have a grievous punishment in hereafter. So those three Sahaba who spread the rumors, they got the punishment in this life because they're Muslim. They're not hypocrite. But the hypocrite who started it, Allah did not punish them in this life because Allah didn't want to diminish none of their punishment, and all their punishment would be in hellfire. Allahu Akbar. Lawla is sami'tumuhum. You see, now Allah is quoting um, Abu Ayyub al-Ansari. Allah said, Lawla is sami'tumuh ظن المؤمنون والمؤمنات بأنفسهم خيرا وقالوا هذا إفق مبين. Why did not the believing men and the believing women, when you heard such thing, and you didn't you have to think well of their own people, meaning every time you heard something like this, you always have to think positive of your own brothers and sisters in Islam. See, so why this Muslim, a believing man and woman, when they heard such thing, they didn't think good of their own people and say this is an evident falsehood. That's how your thoughts supposed to be. And then Allah said, لولا جاءوا عليه بأربعة شهداء فإذ لم يأتوا بالشهداء فأولئك عند الله هم الكاذبون. Why did they not bring four witnesses? Those who spread the lie. Why they did not bring four witnesses? But as they have not brought witnesses, they are liars before Allah. Meaning the fact that they didn't bring four witnesses, they're liars. Even let's say, even if someone finds somebody commit fornication, and the fact that you didn't bring four witnesses, even if you bring three, you're still a liar. That's what Allah meant by here. ولولا فضل الله عليكم ورحمته في الدنيا والآخرة لمسكم فيما أفضتم فيه عذاب عظيم. And were it not for Allah's grace upon you and His mercy in this world and hereafter, a grievous chastisement, meaning a grievous punishment, would certainly have touched you in account of discourse which you enter into. Meaning Allah is having a mercy upon you. That's the reason He's not punishing those who, or spread these rumors. Meaning a grievous punishment. Allah Akbar. And استلقونه بألسنتكم وتقولون بأفواهكم ما ليس لكم به علم وتحسبونه هينا وهو عند الله عظيم. When you receive with your tongues and spoke, meaning when you receive this rumor and you kept spreading this rumor with your tongue, what you have no knowledge of, meaning you're spreading something that you don't even know what's going on. A lot of people do that today. They spread rumors and they don't even know, they don't verify it, they have no clue whether it's true or not. That's what Allah is saying. So you spreading things with your tongue, and you have no knowledge of it, and you deem it an easy matters, while with Allah it was a grievous. You think this matters, just by spreading rumors is an easy thing, is nothing. You don't even consider. But as for Allah, this is one of the grievous things. This is one of the worst things someone could do. Allahu Akbar. So ولولا إذ سمعتموه قلتم ما يكون لنا أن نتكلم بهذا سبحانك هذا بهتان عظيم. This is the speech of Abu Ayyub al-Ansari, and then Allah is quoting him. Allah said, ولولا إذ سمعتموهم. And why did you not, when you heard it, say ما يكون لنا أن نتكلم بهذا سبحانك هذا بهتان عظيم? And why you did not, when you heard it, said it does not beseem, meaning it does not befit us that we should talk about this. Glory be to Allah. Allah is this is a great lie. This is a great calumny. Calumny means a lie. يعظكم الله أن تعودوا لمثله أبدا إن كنتم مؤمنين. And Allah admonish you that you should not return to the like of this type of things ever again, if you are truly believers. وَيُبَيِّنُ اللَّهُ لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ حَكِيمٌ. And Allah makes it clear to you communication. Allah makes this ayah very clear to you, and Allah is knowing, wise. إن الذين يحبون أن تشيء الفاحشة في الذين آمنوا لهم عذاب عليم في الدنيا والآخرة والله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون. Surely as for those who love that the scandal should circulate among the respecting those who believe, because there are people like that. They want always scandals and slandering circulating among the believers people so they could talk about it. And Allah said those who truly love that the scandals and rumors and gossiping should circulate, respect among the respecting those who believe, they shall have a grievous punishment in this world and the hereafter. Meaning, anyone who follow another Muslim, trying to expose them their flaw, trying to expose them and lie against them and slandering them, and you always want something bad to be said about them. Allah said that person, you're gonna get punished in this life and next life. Allah Akbar. And Allah knows while you do not know. ولولا فضل الله عليكم ورحمته وأن الله رؤوف رحيم. And were it not for Allah's grace on you and His mercy, and that Allah is compassionate and merciful. So Allah is telling you all this so you could, restrain yourself away from this type of thing. And then Allah said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتبعوا الخطوات الشياطين لا يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان ومن يتبع خطوات الشيطان فإنه يأمر بالفحشاء والمنكر ولولا فضل الله عليكم ورحمته ما زكى منكم من أحد أبدا ولكن الله يزكي من يشاء والله سميع عليم. Allah said, "Oh, you who believe, do not follow the footstep of the devil. Do not follow the footstep of the shaitan. And whoever follow the footstep of the shaitan, then surely he bids the doing of indecency and evil. And were it not for Allah's grace upon you and His mercy, not one of you would have ever been pure. But Allah purifies whom He pleased, and Allah is hearing and knowing." Meaning, Allah is saying that do not follow the footsteps of Shaitan, because he lead you nothing but to he would lead you he would lead you to the evil. And if it was not for Allah to purify you, none of you would be purified. So Allah Akbar. And Allah purify whom He pleased, and Allah is hearing and knowing. And then we're gonna bring the next ayah, and then we're gonna stop right there. And Allah said, "Wala يعتل أولو الفضل منكم والسعة أن يؤتوا أولي القربى والمساكين والمهاجرين في سبيل الله وليعفوا وليصفحوا ألا تحبون أن يغفر الله لكم والله غفور رحيم." And this ayah referring to Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu, when he said he was not going to spend any money on his second cousin, Mistah, So, and Allah revealed this ayah, and Allah said, "And let not those of you who possess grace, who possess wealth and abundance, swear against giving to the near of the kin and the poor and those who have fled in Allah's way, and they should pardon and turn away. Do you not love that Allah should forgive you? And Allah is forgiving, merciful." So Allah is saying that those who possess wealth, meaning Abu Bakr, because he was very wealthy, those who have money, who possess wealth, and let not them swear, because Abu Bakr swore that he would not spend any money on this man. And Allah said to Abu Bakr, Allah is revealed this surah, that those who possess wealth, who possess money and grace, let them not swear that they will not spend any money on their kin, meaning their relative, and they're not going to spend money on the poor people and those who migrate. Because Mr., he's qualified for all these three. Not only he's a relative of Abu Bakr, he is a poor man and he migrated from Mecca to Medina. So Allah is saying, don't swear that you're not going to help your kin, your relative, and the one who is poor and the one who migrated from Mecca to Medina. So then Allah conclude that, and they should pardon and turn away. So you have to pardon, meaning you have to forgive, and turn away, meaning don't. You have to overlook. Even though he commit a grievous sin, but you have to overlook. Why you have to overlook? Then Allah is going to say, don't you want Allah Do you not love that Allah should forgive you? Don't you love that Allah forgive you also? If you want Allah forgiveness, you have to forgive other people, even though they don't deserve your forgiveness, but you're doing it for Allah, you know? And Allah is forgiving and merciful. Allah absolutely forgive people and He is merciful. So inshallah, we're just going to stop with this ayah. And the ayah continues. If anyone could go over Surah An-Nur, there's so many lessons we could, you could learn from it. I didn't go deep down in tafsir because of the time. I just went over some few ayahs, the first 23 ayahs, just to connect those ayahs to the seerah, inshallah. So we're gonna stop here, and our next video, that would be the battle of the Khandak, meaning the battle of the trench, inshallah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.